Hello and welcome back to week 2 of the Regular Size Man podcast. My name is Sam and I'm joined with Jake and Brian. Today we got a lot of news to talk about, so really get excited for that one. A lot of different things. We got a few announcements, few rumors to talk about, and all that fun stuff. So strap yourselves in, enjoy the podcast. So, week 2 of the podcast. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to you guys for all the support in week 1. We had a tremendous amount of support, and we want to thank you guys for that. Now, boys, what is new this week? What have you guys been watching? What's been up? What's been happening?
I started John Wick 2, and then I didn't end up finishing it, which kind of sucks.
That's devastating.
Yeah, so... yeah, that sucks. I watched a Netflix movie called Meet the Blacks.
Yeah.
It had King Batch from Vine on it.
Yeah.
Fell asleep with like a half an hour to go, but it was pretty funny from what I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you, Brian?
I watched John Wick 1 and 2.
Yep.
Loved them.
Finally,
the
got around to them.
of John Wick 2. I have to admit, the scene where he's getting his car back. It's so good. Love the whole thing. Love the first one, and hopefully make it to go see the third one.
Me and you haven't seen the third one.
No,
Jacob did see the third one. But Jake, you saw the third one without seeing the second one.
Which I think like, after I watched the second one, I was like, I would not do that. I feel like it ruins so much.
Same.
I think get over yourself.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched a lot this week. I've kind of been stumped with assignments.
Yeah, that definitely sucks.
Yeah, I've missed streams and I've missed a lot of things because of assignments. So I haven't really watched a lot. I honestly have not watched. I watched the Marvel movies have been on Channel 7.
Have they?
Yeah, Thor was on last night, and the other week it was the Avengers and Winter Soldier. So I've been watching.
What an order.
Yeah, they're in a weird order. I think they're actually going backwards, to be honest.
Okay.
But I was watching that. I watched Thor last night, and that's really as much movies as I've watched all week.
Damn.
But very sad. We'll move on.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Well, we're gonna start since we were talking about John Wick before. Our first bit of news for the week is that John Wick 4 got announced literally the day after we were talking about the possibility of John Wick 4. It was literally like the next day, like after we made it live. John Wick 4 got announced for a 21st of May 2021 is the release date that's set. Obviously, me and Brian haven't seen it, so we won't talk about spoilers just yet. We'll look to do that next week. I'm hoping. We said that last week, but we never got around to it.
Let's try this week.
Yeah, we'll try for next week.
Brian, probably very unreliable, but we'll see how we go.
Yeah, Brian.
Well, at the moment, because we've seen number 2, we kind of know the direction of number 3.
Well, my guess is that he survives in number 3.
Well, my guess
number 4.
In number 3, I'm guessing that everyone's going after him if it's a straight continuation, and he pretty much has to make sure he gets out alive.
Yeah, on a horse. I've seen he's on a horse.
Is he?
He is on a horse.
Yeah, someone.
I think that's in the trailer though.
Yeah, it's in the trailer. I'm pretty sure. But
it's not a long part.
Maybe another pencil scene.
Oh, that'd be cool. No, don't, because I'm pretty sure
I haven't seen it. Thanks for spoiling the whole movie for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Actually, you know what? Anna already spoiled the movie for me. So.
Oh, that's harsh.
Yeah.
That's harsh.
She told me all of it, even though she hasn't seen it either. So.
You just read the plot.
Yeah. Anyway.
As you do.
Yeah. Well, hopefully next week that you guys have both watched John Wick 3. Got my hopes high for Sam, not so much Brian.
I will. I mean, I'm done with uni. I don't have exams, so I don't really have an excuse. You have exams, Ryan. So I literally don't have an excuse at all.
Alright. Well, here's hoping.
Yeah. we're praying for him. So there's a good few movies coming out to be excited for. Yeah, Another one is not the Sonic movie, James Bond. But there's a bit of news from Bond 25. Daniel Craig is getting surgery on his ankle. He was filming in Jamaica.
Yes.
Yeah, filming in Jamaica, did his ankle, and it was just announced yesterday the other day, he needs surgery now.
They'll have to push it back.
Well, they're not. They said they're still scheduled for April 2020. Next year, so
dude, I think it's crazy that someone of that caliber, someone that's high, made so many movies, blah blah, is still doing his own stunts. I think it's just so respectable.
Keanu Reeves does the exact same thing.
Yeah, well, Keanu Reeves is 50, isn't he? How old's Daniel Craig? Yeah, he's really old too.
Yeah, he'd be about the same age.
Let's Google this one.
Really old.
So still, it's very cool, and I did think it might get pushed back just a little bit because he's going into surgery.
It has to. Surely James Bond runs
51.
Yeah, but it depends too, how far in the filming they are, what scenes they've filmed.
Well, they said
there's a range of factors. Obviously, there might be they might be able to film a bunch of
other scenes where he's not
non-action scenes or something.
Well, I mean, he's only out for 2 weeks after the surgery. That's what they've said in reports. So it wasn't like it was a minor surgery, so it puts him out for 2 weeks. I'm not sure what it was.
Then
he'd be fine. So that's why they're not pushing it back.
You could even just prolong the action scene, doing the action scenes, and just have him do more of the I don't know, James Bond's character, the talking scenes.
So this is Craig's last James Bond movie.
Correct.
Is it?
Yes. His last Bond.
So it'd be interesting to see where they take it, which Aston Martin they have in it.
Oh, dude, don't talk about that.
Probably the fourth Aston
Speaking
Martin.
of Daniel Craig, though, this isn't the first time he's actually injured himself on set. In when he was filming Quantum of Solace, he actually got his front teeth knocked out in a fighting scene.
Awesome.
And then he also did another injury in, I think, the one Casino Royale. I think he hurt himself as well. But he's not the first time he's injured himself on set.
He's got a knack, clearly.
He's got a knack for injuring himself. But, his teeth look pretty good in Quantum of Solace, so
yeah.
I can't... I mean, you can't agree. You haven't seen them, but...
No, I have not.
Now, going... James Bond, he's a bit romantic as well. He's, probably can film that scene whilst he's off the ankle. On the bed instead.
Yeah.
Speaking of romance, Sonic movie got delayed to Valentine's Day next year. From November.
Why would you put it on Valentine's Day?
Dude.
Why did they release Deadpool on Valentine's Day?
They did release...
Because that was a love story.
That is true.
Did you not see the marketing for the first one?
I did. That's very genius, yes.
Yes.
But Sonic pushed back. I guess a lot of people are happy with that.
They're doing it for the character. They're redesigning the character. They've confirmed.
Look, if it means he's going to be a better character, I'm kind of all for it. Like, I wasn't hanging for the Sonic movie to begin with.
No, it was something nobody wanted, but yeah.
But like... Yeah, if they're going to take the time to make him better, I'm all for it.
I mean, the director, you can see, like, from reading his tweets and stuff, I can see that he's actually passionate about making the movie good.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I will go see it for that reason, because I can see that he wants it to be good, and he's got high hopes.
Yeah.
So I will definitely go take a look, just because, like, I'll admire the fact that he wants it to be good.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too, 100%. Yeah.
Definitely. Yes, so... Now moving on, we'll go to our nerd fest of the superhero movies. We're going more rumors. We'll start with the Batman. So Ben Affleck will direct the Batman movie allegedly, and the movie's going to take place in the past, and they will use the original script from Batman versus Deathstroke.
I'm a big fan of this. I love the idea.
That's the script he wrote.
That's the script he wrote. I heard that. So Robert's going to be playing a younger Batman. Ben Affleck might make an appearance in some kind of reality or some kind of something as
I think he'll just be a character in the movie, like a side thing, like Stan Lee kind of cameos.
My question, I don't know why, but why is Ben Affleck not being Batman? Like, why is he? Why did he stop?
I think he just doesn't want the responsibility and the commitment to do it.
It's understandable, because the thing is, everyone wants to be Batman, but it's for him to step back and go, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the best job, or I don't want to ruin Batman or anything like that. Just make sure that he cares about the fans, he cares about the movie, he cares about the character.
He cares about the character more.
He's like 45 too.
Is he?
He's only just become Batman, so like he needs to be in that shape.
Yeah, that's true.
So in his 50s.
But I mean, have you seen Jared Leto? He's like you could grade cheese on his abs, and he's 49.
Yeah.
Batman is meant to be a bit more like swole.
Big, yeah.
So
that,
I mean, Bale wasn't. Bale wasn't when he was
I didn't
Batman.
like that personally, but
yeah.
Anyway, so the movie I think will be really good. It's the Batman vs Deathstroke storyline.
I was all for it. I heard there was rumors when Ben Affleck was still on board that that script is really good.
That's good. That's a good sign.
Yeah, which is always a good sign.
And obviously we know Deathstroke is a really cool villain.
I would love to see Deathstroke vs Batman, and that's something that we haven't seen yet. Like, he's going to be able to physically match Batman or beat him, and then he also has the smarts in terms of
I don't know where you're going.
I'm going to stop. He just has smarts. He just has smarts.
Obviously, so he's going to be, I'm guessing, one of the villains from the Rogue Gallery.
No, but if they go with the Batman and Deathstroke script, the Rogues Gallery won't even be in it.
Okay.
You know?
No, I still think we'll see, like, the Riddler. I still think we'll see Dollmaker. I feel like we'll see a couple villains still that might not be as big.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Is Catwoman a villain or?
Yes.
Yes.
Catwoman and Penguin are the ones that were.
They're rumored.
No. Oh, rumored to be definitely in the movie.
Yes. Okay. Because we do have a rumor about who's going to be Catwoman.
Hey.
Vanessa Hudgens.
Hey. Brian, thoughts?
Look, I was a bit when what's her name played Catwoman in the Dark Knight. Anne Hathaway. I was kind of like, this doesn't. I don't know how this is gonna work, but it wasn't that bad.
She was good.
She was good. So I'm sure she'll do a great job. We're seeing these actors go into this Marvel universe. So we heard about Zac Efron last week. We're hearing about Vanessa Hudgens. It's almost like the new thing.
Damn, Troy and Gabriella must have had a big falling out.
Are you trying to say that established actors going into the Marvel and DC movies? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Exactly. Making sure we're on the same page.
Yeah. I was like,
no,
I don't think
obviously it starts off like if you think about all the characters, it's mostly people that we've never really heard of.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
But now they're starting to bring in characters that everyone knows about, and sometimes it can make it a bit hard because you have this image or you have this like thought of them or opinion, and it's hard to relate to that character. But who knows? They could do well. They could not do well. I guess it's just wait and see. I think she'll do a great job.
But I don't think she's a bad actress.
No, she's definitely a good actress. In that role will be interesting. I don't know. She hasn't really done anything.
She looks perfect for it.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Selena Kyle in the comics, she looks perfect for the role. It's like you said, just come down to story, script, and acting.
I think Brian's point is like whenever Daniel Radcliffe gets a new movie role, everyone's like, "What's Harry Potter doing over here?" Like,
is that
exactly
what you
mean?
Yeah.
But like, you couldn't have cast Daniel Radcliffe as any original Marvel superhero. Like, you couldn't cast him as Spider-Man because that just wouldn't be like, he's like Tom Holland. You think of him as Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield. You think what? Like, I honestly couldn't name you another Andrew Garfield movie besides Spider-Man. Like,
fair.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like that's that character. Like Chris Hemsworth, that is Thor.
That's true.
Robert Downey Jr. That's like I think that's your point that you're trying to make. Whereas now 100%. The MCU is an established, even DCEU, like they're more established like brands and like household names. So like bringing a household name into it isn't as much of a
big deal. They're willing actors and actresses are willing to take that risk because it is a risk doing a superhero movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It could make. We've seen heaps of movies obviously flop. And it doesn't kill the actor, but it's not good.
Doesn't do good for them.
No.
Fair point.
No, okay. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no. It's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good TV show. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, you hope so. Alrighty. So there is also a rumor that the Booster Gold movie script is ready. The Booster Gold movie script is ready and waiting from the green light from Warner Brothers. I couldn't speak that, but you understand what that means. I don't.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to explain that one.
Do you know who Booster Gold is?
No.
I can give a little rundown if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
So Booster Gold, also known as Michael Carter, he is a superhero. He's pretty much he's a high-tech superhero. Uses a lot of high-tech, and his partner is Blue Beetle. I'm pretty sure he's a time traveler. He's from the future or something. He's a time traveling. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And so we're seeing him now, which will be interesting.
Well, this was rumored a couple of years ago. It was going to be Booster Gold and Blue Beetle movie, and it was going to be like a buddy cop movie because Booster Gold isn't taken seriously as a superhero because he's like this egotistical, fun-joking dude that just kind of wants. It's not that he wants to have fun. Oh, he does, but he's still got to do his job. A little bit like Star-Lord, but like, kind of similar to Star-Lord.
Okay.
He's just his jokester dude. Yeah. So a lot of people don't take him seriously. So there was the buddy cop movie idea that was rumored a couple of years ago. Like, it wasn't heavily
promoted.
But it was rumored to be happening.
Yeah.
So I mean, like you saw I saw Shazam. It's lighthearted. It's lighthearted and it's funny.
Yeah.
DC could give that a crack.
Like the whole I think they do comedy thing?
Yeah, and I think they do fine.
I remember speaking about this because I remember you talking about the Blue Beetle. I remember we were thinking we were going to see him on screen because he got green lit this movie about 3 years ago.
What movie?
The Booster Gold movie.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Okay, it did.
Okay, apparently it did. There you go. What's your source for this one?
His brain.
His brain.
I don't know, but it's not new. This is not recent. The script.
Obviously, he had a dream about it.
Well, now we're seeing the script finished, but this has been released by WB for a while now.
Okay. Sure. If you want,
I don't know if
Check
that's
the fact sheet.
We don't have a fact sheet.
check the sources. Where's the proof?
Okay.
Sure. I mean,
For the sake of not arguing about this small topic.
yeah,
Okay.
sure. What?
I'm gonna Google it. Just give me a second.
Dude, no, I'm telling you, dude. It was rumored to be happening, but nothing was set in stone. They didn't even have a release date. The Green Lantern movie, the new one, was more set in stone than this.
There's a new Green Lantern movie. I don't even know.
It's supposed to come out either next year or 2021. But then Batman v Superman flopped. So
Yeah, look, I mean, yeah, it's kind of put him behind a little bit.
a little bit, yeah.
A little. I mean, it did well in the box office. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
So
Who cares
Warner
about
Brothers
critic
greenlit a Booster Gold movie little over 3 years ago, but
What's your
because
source?
my source is comicbookmovie.com.
That sounds fair enough.
Okay.
It sounds
Okay.
enough.
But
Wikipedia.
I'll give it to
It
you.
was meant to be done a bit earlier, and obviously we looking forward to seeing Blue Beetle, but because of what happened with DCEU, which is they started making bad movies, it got put on hold.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, well.
See, something that could be potential to make more bad movies is that Ray Fish and Ezra Miller, their contracts are about to end this month.
For those
First
of you,
of all, what do you guys
hold
think?
on. For those of you that don't know, Ray Fisher plays Cyborg and Ezra Miller plays the Flash.
There you go.
How did you think they acted their character?
I haven't seen
you
a
go.
lot of them. I've seen Justice League. He was good as the Flash.
That's it. That's all there is.
Okay, well, yeah, he was right. Yeah, he's pretty good.
I liked Ezra Miller's the Flash. I thought he was kind of cool.
Was he the Flash in the TV show?
No, that's Grant Gustin.
Okay, because I've heard a lot about Grant Gustin.
I didn't like Grant.
I
It
heard-
wasn't bad.
I heard he's a snack. That's all I've heard about him.
Yeah, a lot of people like him.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, fair enough.
I think Grant was a good Flash. I think he did well with what he had. Obviously, it's a TV show, less budget, less thing, less. It's a worse suit. It's a lot of factors. I feel like if he was on the big screen, he'd do a great job.
I heard the TV show was really good.
I thought Ezra did a
Let's
good
not
job.
get into that one.
Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't seen it. I'm just saying my sources have told me it's pretty good.
Ezra did a good job. I don't know if I liked him that much as the Flash.
I did. I thought he was kind of cool. I thought he was like he was like he I think he was good at like he seems like a nervous kind of guy when he acts,
Right.
and I think it worked well with the Flash because he's just got these powers. He's young.
He's like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, exactly. Like, and you see, like, I thought he was kind of good in his parts, and then, in terms of Ray Fisher and Cyborg, I felt like you didn't really see much.
Yeah.
I felt like you couldn't really judge him because, like, Cyborg is like a really like if you actually like know the comics and watch the animated movies, like he's actually a pretty
prominent character.
Like he's fused with one of the mother boxes. He has frustrations with his dad because his dad's a scientist and only wants to give Victor attention now because he's fused with the mother box.
Mm-hmm.
And had they it was kind of alluded to in Justice League, but they didn't really go into depth
It was
about
very badly put in Justice
exactly.
League.
Yeah, like I felt
Very
like
badly put.
yeah, like had they fleshed him out a bit more. And granted, like it could have still happened in Justice League 2, whenever that was going to happen. I think it would have been a bit better, so I can't give him much of a judgment.
So
Find the DCU obviously taking
Okay.
sorry, I'm gonna butt in there. Taking a change, and they tried to do the whole big thing, the Justice League, the older characters, and it seems like they're going to a few younger characters. So Ezra it makes sense for him to sign on again and keep playing the Flash.
Yeah, but in
But
saying that, they've had the
it
Flash
won't
movie
make
being
sense.
put back.
It won't the timeline won't make sense because if they're going to go back in Batman, for instance, and continue on from there, and then have the Flash like in the same timeline, it wouldn't make sense to use the same character. Or the
Yeah,
same
but it's
actor.
like we said last week. Who the fuck knows what they're doing?
yeah, like
No one
they're
knows
kind
what
of all over the
DCEU
place.
So
No one knows what
like
DC is
it's
doing.
like they've had the Flash movie. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to come out last year. Had everything like from when they announced everything, had everything gone to plan.
Yeah.
So, and that doesn't even have a script anymore or a director. So,
Ah, lovely.
So-
yeah, that was my question. Was Ezra and Ray contracted on for one? Like, what were they contracted on for?
I think it's just an extended period of time, and it's just whatever the
okay.
movie. So they'll obviously get paid
Yeah,
for
of
whatever
course.
they do, and I think it's just
they've
I think
wasted
it's
money.
just whatever
They just wasted money.
Yeah, I don't think it's like Marvel where Marvel do amount of movies.
Right.
I think DC do years.
Ah, okay.
So-
So everything flopped and they lose their characters and money.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, I'll take notes if I ever become a movie director.
Or a star, man. Who knows? It's a good time.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what I'm feeling on the day. Oh, goodness. Alrighty. So, continuing on with big franchises. Star Wars. Bit of Star Wars news is coming out. Or like rumours.
Let's go.
So, I can see you're excited, Jacob.
I am very excited.
He's very excited. You want to cover this one?
No.
Okay. The new Star Wars trilogy is going to be based on the Knights of the Old Republic, allegedly.
That's cool.
Yeah, are we happy about that?
It's straight up cool. It was kind of, people kind of thought that because the directors are the guys from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
So like everyone's like, oh yeah, old school stuff, fighting knights and stuff, which is Knights of the Old Republic. I don't know heaps about the game though, or the storyline at all. To be fair, all I know is it's set like 4,000 years before the Empire.
Right.
So is this going to be the next trilogy? Because there's 3 movies planned. So the 2022.
Well, yeah, that's the rumor. Yeah,
that's the one. That will be the Knights of the Old Republic, and then there's in 24 and 26 there'll be movies coming out.
Yeah, it'll be a trilogy of the Knights of the Old Republic.
So the 9th Star Wars we saw would have been the last one, although that's the one coming out now.
Yeah,
will be the last one of that trilogy.
Yes.
And
this will be even prequels.
Okay, so this is gonna go because this goes back 4,000 years before
the Empire even started.
Empire. Yeah,
so it'll be before episode 1, 2, 3.
Damn, that's big.
Yeah,
I mean, go backwards to go forwards. Isn't that the old saying?
Look, it's
turn
good
right to go
because
left. Am I right?
Oh, don't bring cars into this.
Bit of Lightning McQueen.
Oh, good chow.
So do you reckon in that trilogy by the end of it they would have created the Empire, like it will go into that?
My dog is barking. Hello, Anzac. He wants to be on the podcast.
What did you say? I got really distracted by that dog.
So by the end of this trilogy,
yeah,
will it hint at the Empire or anything like that? Or do you reckon it'll be set way before? So where are they going to go after that? That's a hard... Like, I understand they've gone forward, they've gone back. There's not really much room for them
to...
go
left and right next.
Yeah.
Like, where are they going to go next?
Parallel universes.
Well, back.
They keep going back.
They'll
either go Knights of the Old Republic or they'll just go like a massive time jump after 9, I think.
So what do you guys think of the last trilogy that came out? So part 7, 8 and 9.
Well, we haven't seen 9, so...
Oh, part 7 and 8.
I
obviously
didn't
9's
see
coming
8.
out soon.
I didn't see 8 because I got it spoiled for me and I cracked the shits and now I just have I'm just petty and I won't watch it.
I think you should give it a go.
I was petty and I didn't want to watch it.
Which one was this, 7 or 8?
8. I watched 7. I love 7.
7, 8 don't worry about.
Oh, okay. I heard it was okay.
What do you mean don't worry about it?
It's like, don't worry about a Marvel movie.
You can't go and watch number 9, the end of this trilogy, and not have watched 8.
Come on. That's like saying go watch Endgame without watching Infinity War.
Just
don't do it.
Yeah.
No, hang on a second. Part 8 is Rogue One, correct?
What
just came out of your mouth? Yo, you're in timeout, Brian. Turn off your microphone for the next 5 minutes.
I'm just clicked mute.
Wait a second.
What do you mean?
So
Part 8 is The Last Jedi.
I haven't seen
you haven't seen it, so shut the fuck up.
I've seen Rogue One, and I've seen
Great
Solo.
movie.
I liked Rogue One, and I liked Solo. Solo was good too, but I haven't seen Part 8.
Yeah, well...
I was petty and I cracked it.
You gotta watch it.
I'll watch it eventually.
It's alright.
I'll probably just do a day. I'll just watch all 8.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah,
we'll have a day.
Right, let's do it. Fine.
We'll have it fine. I'll invite you over. We'll
day before exams. My exams.
Yeah, I don't have exams. I'm free after next week. I got one more assignment to submit, and I'm free for like 2 weeks. For a month, 6 weeks actually.
Living the life.
I'm living the life. Start my own podcast on the side as well.
Was Rogue One the irrelevant one?
The one that.
Okay, cool. So that's the irrelevant one. So don't worry about Rogue One.
He's already watched.
You're the only one that brought up Rogue One.
Sorry, I've got a thing against it.
He hates Rogue One.
Why?
He thinks it's the most irrelevant. You go.
So we see part 7. End of part 7. We introduced to Rey. We introduced to...
It's got nothing to do with part 7 though.
Yeah, it's called...
Exactly, that's my problem. At the end of part 7, you're so excited to see what's next, right? They've created this whole new thing again, and then they create an irrelevant movie. It has nothing to do with
It doesn't
anything.
matter about irrelevant movies. We've had this discussion. It's like saying Captain Marvel is irrelevant because it's set before all the Marvel movies we've already watched.
It's called a Star Wars story. It's like set in the universe. It's using the Star Wars universe to create
but
a story.
Captain Marvel had even though it was set before, had relevance to the next movie.
Okay, that's fair.
Rogue One, how was it related to the next movie?
I said it and I didn't believe it, but I had to keep going to make a point.
I feel like they should have... Do you know what? I would have been fine with that movie coming out if they released the continuation and then released that one. So they finished the storyline like everyone's understood what's going on, then release Rogue One.
No,
but money.
But it's just
not.
No, but it's not. It's not a. It's nothing bad though. It was a good. No, okay. We had this discussion ages ago when it came out. If that's your only problem with it, that's not nothing about the movie. That's just about. Movie. That's just about it as a whole.
Yeah, that's just
do you,
like the
do you
planning.
think it's a good movie?
Yes, I probably.
Oh my goodness!
For the record, this is the first time he's ever admitted that.
Well,
okay.
It's been like it's been 3 years.
I feel like the release time annoyed me more as why I didn't like it. Yeah, but the movie wasn't that bad. It was
only Bill was here.
Cinematically beautiful.
It was lovely.
It was
a
lovely.
delightful experience. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But the release date,
the way they planned it was
chills.
Terrible.
Literal chills.
Okay. Let's
leave this topic.
Let's leave
the topic.
Okay.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, just to get Brian a bit excited, let's talk about E3 now. That's right around the corner. It's on the 12th of June, so we're a couple of weeks early. But there's been a few announcements that have come out like in the past couple of days that I'm very excited about. So this is more about the E3 Coliseum. So that's basically the panels. So at E3, if you're unaware, it's the Electronic Entertainment Expo. I think that's what it stands for. And it's a 3-day convention where they have panels from Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, all the big publishers for gaming.
Yep.
But this year they also have the E3 Coliseum. I think they had it last year too, but they're bringing it back this year, which is basically like panels. So for like half an hour of the publishers getting to talk about whatever they've spoken about at E3. So, for example, Activision, when they announce a new Call of Duty game, they're also going to have a panel where they go into more depth about it.
Cool.
But 2 new additions to the Coliseum have been Netflix. They're going to be there, and apparently rumours are being sparked. There's Stranger Things games going to be announced.
Cool.
And The Simpsons. But we'll talk about Netflix first.
So Netflix, I'm going to go ahead and assume that they're going to have some kind of Netflix original game that they're going to integrate with it.
I just said that.
No, not just...
Real good detective work, mate.
Like games that haven't been shows yet.
No, they're not... well, there's 2 ways. So what
do you know like how the Apple TV has games?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like mini games inside of
Can I be completely honest?
Netflix. Yo.
I don't think you could be any more off.
I think
you've
swung and you've missed that one right there.
I think you've
hit the ball into the pond. Alrighty. What I was gonna say is
because
that
even if they release,
I'm literally telling you. Oh, there goes the microphone.
If they release a Stranger Things game, it's not gonna be made by Netflix. It's just gonna be.
No, but then
the rights are owned by Netflix, but it's not a Netflix game.
It's like how Insomniac made Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
No, of course, but
I'm sorry for dropping the microphone. I just want to put that out side.
No, of course. But if it's going to be a game that isn't even on Netflix as any kind of a series or movie, then why would Netflix be there at all? Because, like you said, it's a different publisher.
Well, the only reason I wouldn't write it off is because I feel like with everything going on with Disney at the moment, Disney Plus coming out, and 20th Century Fox, obviously Disney owns them. Netflix is running out, like they're going to lose a lot of their movie rights. So they're going to have Netflix originals.
But they're already going to do that. They were already going to do that. They're aiming for this year.
For them to go into Netflix games, originals. It makes a lot of sense.
No, but okay. What I was trying to say is they're having 2 approaches for games. The first one is the interactive movies, like what they've done with the Man vs. Wild and the Black Mirror. So that's the first kind. And the second time is a more story-driven experience, like with the Stranger Things.
Okay.
Whether it's like Rogue One, where it's like inside the Stranger Things universe and it's like a spin-off story.
Yeah, okay.
Don't get upset, Brian, with that one. Or whether they just add a continuation or like... Because it's also a rumor that with the new season of Stranger Things, there's going to be a game that comes out with it. That's what the rumor is.
I think that's more likely.
Which
definitely,
is,
definitely.
But yeah, also the interactive thing is also like... That's already happening. It's already happening, but they might announce a few more.
Wouldn't be surprised if that...
Would you play a Stranger Things game?
Well, it depends on what the story is.
Like
it depends on what the game was.
Well,
like the Ghostbusters game, that was it's the worst game of all time. But they rush it out to
come with the
But if they make a decent game, I'll play it.
What if they do like a Telltale series? What if it's with Telltale?
That could be a possibility. Telltale like episodic. Yeah, that'd be good. I would like that.
Yeah,
I would like that.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. You could, like
a story, like a decision based game of the story.
Do you know what that is, Brian?
Telltale.
The Telltale.
No.
So basically,
did you see the Telltale Batman series?
No.
Basically, it's like they release like episodes every like couple months or whatever, And they run the games like it's like a decision. So like you make a decision and it influences how the game goes.
Oh yeah,
it's a little bit like the Black Mirror movie.
Yeah, or like remember that game Until Dawn, back in the day, the horror
game.
Yeah, like your decisions. Yeah, very good game. Your decisions affect what happens in the outcome, and it's more like following an interactive story rather than playing a game.
Okay, so if they do that, do you reckon?
Yeah, I would say so.
If they do that with the Stranger Things, do you reckon it will be released on consoles like PlayStation and Xbox, or do you reckon it will be on their service?
No, it'll be on PlayStation and Xbox.
Okay.
That's why I reckon they're at E3. Otherwise, they just would have, because they're already doing Stranger Things season 3, so they're gonna bring out a game with it.
Okay,
that's what the rumors are anyway, and they're probably like other things other originals they'll explore. I don't even know what other originals they'll do.
Yeah, I don't know,
but yeah, we'll find out at the Coliseum.
Big Mouth, probably not. Big Mouth is a
Big Mouth game.
Hey, they could do a Rick and Morty, but it's not really.
It's not Netflix.
So
no, original, but yeah. I don't even know, but that's the news. Netflix are going to be at E3. When they go through the Coliseum, we'll talk about it the week after.
Definitely.
So get excited for that one. The second one we want to talk about is The Simpsons. So the producers and writers of The Simpsons are going to have a panel. They're going to have a panel in the Coliseum. So this could allude to a few things. A reboot of Hit and Run or any of those other games that they put out, or a new game, or there was another theory about it. But those are the first. What do you think about a reboot?
I feel like we should start by taking a little appreciation for Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh,
we're all big fans.
Amazing.
Definitely. All right, cool. If it's anything like the Hit and Run game, I feel like you've sold the game. That's good. Obviously, they've got much better graphics now, much better technology. It's almost could be like a Simpsons GTA, like an open world.
Yeah,
it'd be. I think theme on it.
For sure, it'd be a bigger world.
It'd be a bigger world.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless they take like a cartoon approach to it.
Or this just came to mind now. They could be added to Kingdom Hearts. Because they just got acquired by Disney. I just thought of this now, but that's also a possibility. They could be added to Kingdom Hearts, part of a DLC of some sort.
But the question is, will they announce a new Kingdom Hearts so quickly after it's only just come back after a return?
It'll just be a DLC, probably.
They could, yeah. That definitely could happen.
One thing to note about this, though, is that earlier this year, The Simpsons did an episode on esports. Where they actually consulted with Riot Games, so the people that make League of Legends.
Yep.
And it's an episode where Bart actually becomes a pro gamer for League of Legends.
Ooh.
It's called My Shorts, like esports.
Yeah.
So that's also something to note, whether they might have a game. Imagine The Simpsons becomes an esport, like they have an esports game.
Imagine?
Yeah.
Could be like a Simpsons Battle Royale.
Oh, that'd be something.
You can create you can create your character like a Mii character from Wii, and then like you go into that'd be funny as.
Yeah, I'd play that. It's like a GTA Battle Royale. That would be.
I would play that so much.
Simpsons, 20th Century Fox. We're taking credit for this. I'm
hit us up
right now.
Just want to say right now, even if you announce it at E3 in the coming weeks, we have patented it.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of things that could be happening for this. So definitely, keep an eye out for that one.
Talking on the note of E3, do you reckon they'll release the new consoles, the new PS5, or have rumours, or you were saying before that Sony might not be there, but Microsoft maybe?
Well, the new PS5 has already been announced.
Yeah.
It's already been confirmed. But they probably will announce it or talk about it. So I'm not really sure.
Because as of today, we don't know that much about it.
We don't know anything about Xbox's new console, or Microsoft's, but we know about the PS5 exists. But it's rumored to come out in 2020, so I would say that they focus more about it next year rather than this year. They'd probably show a trailer, or probably maybe not even talk about it at all. But I remember when the PS3 came out, or PS4 came out, they talked about it in the same year. Because if it comes out in November, they're not going to show it now. It's too early.
Way too early.
Yeah,
way too early. So probably next year for that one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But that's when E3 comes out, we'll do an E3 discussion.
Definitely.
We maybe even do a 2 podcasts 1 week, talk about E3, and then do like the regular podcast.
Yeah.
I'm 100%. Not sure, but that's also.
Yeah, I mean we could do that for all special events. So when Comic-Con comes, we can do a separate Comic-Con for literally just Comic-Con news. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So E3 is one thing we're gonna keep our eyes out. So that's exciting. So now we're gonna move on to our Marvel segment of the show. We love our Marvel.
Because let's be honest, that's going to be weekly.
Yeah, Marvel segments are going to be weekly. So we're starting with a rumor, as always, that James Marsden and Ryan Gosling are being eyed to play Richard Rider in the new Nova movie. Now, I don't know anything about Nova, to be honest with you. So you're gonna have to take the lead and explain this to me and anybody else that doesn't have any idea about it.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know heaps about it.
Oh, well,
I know the extent of my knowledge is basically that Nova is the hero from the Nova Corps, which you see in Guardians of the Galaxy on Xandar. Mm-hmm. Yes. Obviously he's not in the movie, but it's Richard Rider. He has I think he has similar powers to Captain Marvel, just on a lot smaller of a scale.
Like not as powerful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like flight and the kind of
fire.
She's able to shoot. He's able to shoot kind of stuff from his hands.
So he has access to the Nova Force.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like he's that kind of a superhero. He's usually fairly young.
He's usually like very young, like a kid.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, detective.
You're on fire today, man.
He's really on fire.
But yeah, Ryan Gosling or James Marsden, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah, I feel like Ryan Gosling, he's kind of a joke. Nova kind of reminds me of Spider-Man. So he kind of reminds me a bit of like a young jokester kind of dude. I don't know how Ryan Gosling would be as a joking guy.
I mean, in my childhood, I used to get confused with Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling all the time. Yeah. So probably James Marsden just for that reason.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's the only reason. I mean, until Deadpool came out, I was really confused on who the two were. Sad truth to admit, but you know, and La La Land. Can't forget La La Land.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, either way, Marvel don't screw up their castings.
Yeah, touch wood.
Honestly.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good.
See how it goes.
Yeah, so the movie's set to release in July 2022, and there's directors are Jonathan Levine, James Wan, and Steven Spielberg. They're there.
If none of you know who Steven Spielberg is,
we don't need it.
He directed E.T., among other great movies.
Many,
yeah. Produced Back to the Future.
We don't need to give him an introduction.
We don't. James Wan did Aquaman.
Did he do the Fast and Furious movies too?
I think he might have done 1 or 2 here there.
I think he's done.
And he also does some of the Conjurings, and he produced The Nun, and he's also producing the Mortal Kombat movie that's going to be filmed in Adelaide.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, Film Victoria have had like a few things in the Marvel movies too.
Yeah, I know.
Fun fact.
And then I don't know who's the other guy? Someone Levine? I don't know who that is at all.
Nah.
Jonathan Levine.
Yeah. I mean, he's worked on a lot of... Sorry, James.
Yep.
Has worked on all the Saw movies. Annabelle.
Yeah, he's got his good hand in...
Insidious.
Horror.
I did Furious 7.
That's right, yeah.
He did Furious 7.
He likes his big grand movies, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, he does. He did The Conjuring as well.
Yeah, so he's a good director.
A good horror director.
Yeah, he's really good.
But he also did Aquaman too. So he's got some experience in the genre.
Yeah.
Take how you want, however you took Aquaman. I never saw it, but
Brian still hasn't seen it either. I saw it.
Yeah.
Good. You said it wasn't that great, right?
Nah, I thought it was. I didn't think the acting was amazing, really, to be honest.
No.
And I thought the
CGI I heard was pretty average.
It's the best it can be for a mostly underwater movie. I honestly don't think you can knock it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I like the costume. That was about it.
Fair enough.
Some of the action's okay.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
I feel like if Spielberg's name's on it, it's going to be good.
Oh, yeah, it'll sell.
Oh, yeah, they'll be able to market it easy. No one knew who the Guardians were, and
that's true.
Did amazing, so
that's true.
It's in good hands.
Guardians. We got news about the Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a rumored plot leak, which is very exciting, very interesting one. So if you don't want any plot leaks or like spoilers or anything, obviously it's a rumor. Nothing's confirmed. We don't know anything about this, but it leaked online, so we'll talk about it. So skip about 5 minutes past if you don't want to hear about anything about this.
If we're still talking, skip again.
Just skip another 5 minutes if we're still talking about it. But yeah, plot leak rumor.
All right. So rumor is the story is set 4 months after the events of Endgame. Both Fin Fang Foom and Beta Ray Bill appear. Fin Fang Foom is this giant dragon. He's mostly
Godzilla?
he looks
kidding.
more like that 3-headed monster. In the Godzilla movie. I don't know what his name is, but looks more like that, but just with one head. And Beta Ray Bill is obviously the horse-looking dude, Thor version. He's got that little head statue in Thor 3 on what's Jeff Goldblum's character? The Collector? No.
Yeah.
No. Collector's
the other guy, yeah. The one that has the stone. No.
Benicio del Toro's character.
Yeah. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
The Grandmaster.
Grandmaster.
It's on the Grandmaster's big building. So Beta Ray Bill's face is on that. So everyone's room like, oh, he's a past champion, and everyone's been waiting for his thing. Anyway, so they are results of the High Evolutionaries experiment. So that means either as well as Adam Warlock or separate from Adam Warlock, these guys are created.
Right.
By the Sovereign.
So it'd make a lot of sense too, because we were saying last week that Warlock might start off bad but end up good. So it could be like when he ends up good, or a cause from the Sovereign making out that other villains could cause him to go good, and then that could cause like a bit more of a fair playing ground.
Yeah, exactly. Adam Warlock and Gamora work together. Peter Quill, Drax, and Rocket say goodbye to the team at the end. Peter finally reunites with Gamora, and they settle down on the planet Zen Aubrey. And then Beta Ray Bill, Groot, Nebula, Mantis are the new Guardians of the Galaxy with Adam Warlock as their leader. Beta Ray Bill invites Thor to his home planet, and they teleport somewhere.
So where does Thor come into the movie? You didn't mention him.
This is all I've got.
Okay.
From the rumours. So I'd imagine
I wouldn't be surprised if
time.
Thor's just in the start of it and then he leaves.
No. I reckon
they
he's going to be in
do
the
that.
whole thing.
They couldn't do that. It'd probably
do
be
another Infinity War.
It'll probably be like, remember in Ragnarok how like Hulk was in that? Like might be that type of appearance.
Yeah. That's probably
like
fair to
that
say.
type of like role.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of fill in the blanks with these rumors.
Of course.
And I don't really know how you get the rumors because I didn't know they were working on the script.
Yeah, I didn't even know the script was in.
Let's hope it's. I mean, I kind of like the ideas of all this.
See, my initial thought, in what I thought it could happen was they were just going to go search for Gamora anyway, like the Guardians and Thor searching for Gamora, running into Adam Warlock, who's like, so like maybe. Like it's not completely out of the question. Like
I don't think it'll be me personally. I don't think it'll be. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I don't think it'll be searched for Gamora because number one, they talked about searching for Peter's mum. Number two, they searched for Peter's dad. I don't think it's going to be Peter searching for Gamora. And you've already got Thor. I think it'd be a waste to do a searching movie with Gamora when you've got Thor. But
like if there's Thor, surely there's an Adam Warlock Thor like big battle. That'd be like that's if Thor's in it, obviously. I think Thor's a shoe-in, and I think I think Adam Warlock's a shoe-in to be in the movie too. Well, he's been casted, doesn't he?
Well, no, that's rumors.
That's rumors.
It's all just rumors, pretty much.
Okay, sorry.
You'll learn that very quickly from our podcast. We work on mostly rumors. Sometimes it becomes fact, sometimes it doesn't. But let's just hope that it's true.
We don't know what's news and what's rumors anymore.
No, I think Adam Warlock's destined to be in it. He was teased at the end. You can't just leave that. Not there. Like You've got Thor. He can rival him.
Thor might have lost the weight.
Yeah,
maybe it's like a weight loss journey of Thor.
The Weight Watchers.
it's like a Light and Easy ad.
What comes out of that, the cocoon is an Adam Warlock is just a massive, really cool treadmill for Thor. I like Beta Ray Bill in it. It'd be a cool idea.
Do you see where everything goes? Frog in Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3?
Who the fuck's the Frog?
Frog, do you know that Thor frog?
The Frog Thor.
Yeah.
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 It's just a frog.
And he's got like the chest plates and a cape and he's got a hammer.
I think
he's like a legit character too.
What the hell with the duck? Where's he coming into all this?
He'll be there somewhere.
He'll be there at the back.
Because let's be honest, he definitely did survive Endgame.
He definitely did.
No, anyway, I don't know. Brian, you got any thoughts?
Not really.
No.
We'll awesome.
Great, thanks for your input. We'll see what happens. If we get news, we'll confirm that it's news. Everything we talk about is rumor. But if we get news, we'll state that it's news.
I mean, I feel like for the most part, we don't talk about rumors if we've seen one report or two reports about it. Once it starts to get a bit of pick up a bit of speed, then we start to kind of put them together and talk about it.
We'll never be 100% sure until we've seen the movie. Yeah. And the movie's years away.
Plus, it's good to talk about rumors anyway. It gives you a bit of
excitement going.
A bit of theories, yeah.
Bit of discussion.
Yeah.
Speaking of other rumors, Keanu Reeves. We talked about him with John Wick at the start. He's reportedly being eyed to play. How do you say this? Druig.
Yeah.
So he's the antagonist in the Eternals.
Brian,
did we talk about the Eternals last week?
We did briefly. Yeah.
We talked about how the snap of the gauntlet could have caused them.
Well, that's what you said.
That's what I thought. The Eternals
I disagreed.
I said could.
Wasn't the Eternals before everything?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The Eternals were there at the start.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So how did the snap come into this?
Because in Infinity War, it would have been after Infinity War there.
Once
No, but we're
again,
saying
once
before
again,
everything.
another prime example of Brian
Just absolutely.
and then us completely disagreeing.
I was gonna say, isn't it the Eternals are before everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember
that's what I'm saying. Like Snap is completely irrelevant here, Brian.
I'm not sure. I just read somewhere that.
Yeah, I know. Just my sources.
I'm not sure, but Druid, Keanu Reeves can't go wrong.
You've got all the information about the character.
Oh yes. Hang on a second.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. And typing.
No, he's got it. He's fine. He's
he's the Lord of Flames and Nightmares.
Lovely.
Lovely.
So yeah, it would make sense that what you guys are saying about the Eternals, because this villain is set way before
Eternal
time.
Flame.
He's like 1,000 years old.
Yeah. Yep.
And he has something to do with the Celestials. I think he worked with some. He was preparing for. He helped prepare for when the Celestials were going to come.
Yep.
He did the preparations for that, and he snuck away to get more power. And I'm guessing that's how he runs into the Eternals.
okay. Lovely.
All right. Great amount of info. How about
We haven't
some
really
information
seen-
about
we
the
haven't seen
character?
much- Yeah. We haven't seen him before in any kind of movie or as of far.
Well, obviously,
Yeah.
he is a new character.
Yeah.
Typically, you don't see new characters before they make their appearance.
Yeah.
That's typically how it works in the movie
Yeah.
industry.
He's from Earth 616.
That's
so,
showbiz, baby.
Which
Coining that.
and who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, we've lost him. He's done. It's okay, Brian. You tried your best.
Anyway.
Yeah,
we don't know too much about him, and we don't know too much about the Eternals movie, so it's really cosmic, obviously. So it's going to be a whack movie.
It's going to be a very weird movie. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to need a whole backlog on that one before we go see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but that's okay. Something that's more like...
He has a lot of...
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's
now
fine.
you
Finish your
know.
point.
Now
Finish
you
your
know.
point.
Now you know.
Now he's going to come...
It looks like he has a lot of the similar powers to that character we were just talking about, Booster Gold.
Yeah.
So you're saying a character like Booster Gold, who's from the future and has high-tech powers, has similarities to a 1,000-year-old being that was there on the start of everything.
Ironically, yeah, because they both have telekinesis. They both have telepathy.
Booster Gold has telekinesis.
Yeah.
Okay.
They both have this whole illusions thing and teleportation. So even though he's set thousands of years ago, he's got a lot of this power. That is very similar. So there's that.
Okay. Thanks, Brian. Thanks for the input.
Thanks for adding that one.
Back to the studio.
Bright Sam, yeah.
I was gonna say, so more news that's closer, to a closer date rather than the Eternals, because that's obviously that movie's not confirmed. It's still all rumors again.
Mm-hmm.
But a confirmed movie that we can talk about is Far From Home.
Hooray!
Specifically, Deadpool. There's been a rumor about.
You love the idea of this, don't you?
I do.
Okay.
Let me explain the whole thing, and then we can discuss this. So, Marvel Studios is looking to bring Deadpool into the MCU in some way. Now, there are 3 options for this. First one is in Far From Home. Second one, Disney Plus series. And the third one is a solo film. Now, I'm going to start by saying that my ideal for how this should go is that he should be in an after-credits scene in Far From Home, which is a rumor as well, and then get a solo movie. I feel like if he has a Disney Plus series, it'll just take away, it'll be too much.
Well, there was that Donald Glover written script for a Deadpool TV series that was just canned last year.
That is true.
And he wrote, I think the first... he either wrote one episode or the season.
Yeah.
And I think someone animated it because some of the dialogue or the script got leaked, and it was kind of funny. But I do agree with you. It'll probably be... it won't be what it can be.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And it'd be a waste of the character.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I hope it's a post-credit scene in Far From Home.
Yeah.
No, I hope it's not. We don't have to wait till Spider-Man 3. And then Deadpool 3.
I really hope, all it needs to do is just walk in at the end. Just have him just walk in, through a door or something and go so we're in this universe now. Or just a one-liner. That's all I want.
It could have something to do with the multiverse that was in...
Well, yeah, that's...
No, I'd say it'd be that.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense just to have him...
Just appear nowhere.
Just appear because, for instance, in Deadpool 2, we see him time travel. And at the end of the movie, he's time traveling, and then
Well,
Avengers Endgame is literally all about that. And it takes a whole different approach. So if he was in the same universe, you'd think he'd be like...
Well, yeah, in Deadpool 2, Cable has that time machine, which is very, very similar to the one they use in Endgame.
Yeah,
exactly. But at the end of
Deadpool,
at the end of number 2, he
crushes it. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so he's able to use it. So you'd think he would be...
Well, then
he would have like came up and be like, yo, I can time travel. But
yeah.
So it'd have to be a multiverse thing.
Well, like the idea of the movie could be how he got into the universe, like at the start, and then like go into whatever enemy he needs to face.
It can't be Deadpool 3.
No.
If he's introduced.
Yeah, no, it'd be something
He
different.
has to be from a different universe and being in the post-credit scene, already being a character that we know who he is.
Mm. Yeah, that's true.
I think it'd be funny if he bleeped his own. He bleeped himself.
That'd be funny.
And then but it can't be Deadpool 3.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree.
But yeah, I agree with you.
I
hope it's
it'd be cool.
I hope it comes in that way.
It'd be cool. And the last piece of news is that Marvel Studios is this the rumor that they're making, or they're thinking about making a new series based off different timelines? Are they thinking about making it, or are they like it's being considered?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, okay. Either way, whatever. If they're thinking,
considering,
they're considering making a new series based off the different timelines. So that'll be very confusing.
It's called the Ultimates.
The Ultimates. Sorry, the Ultimates.
It's a comic book series as well.
Comic book series. Yeah, that'll be very confusing if that happens. I feel like it's one of those things that like it would.
Sorry, just to give a little...
I was mid-sentence. I was just going to say, it would
continue.
detract from the everyday viewer a little bit. I feel like if they did that, because it'd be like, you'd need to look more into it.
It'd be a real niche.
Yeah, so maybe Disney Plus. They could do that.
Yeah, I'd say that's where it's...
Well, it says just a little background on the Ultimates.
He's currently got his hand up.
Yeah, he's got his hand up. He's ready to talk. Yes, Brian, you can speak.
Thank you. So, they introduced after dealing with Galactus, it says here. So through, I'm guessing the comics, that's what normally happens, which could happen in the MCU because Galactus could be the next big bad, and that could happen after that.
Yeah, but why would this rumor come out now if they haven't even introduced Galactus in any way at all in the MCU? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
just wanted to debunk your theory.
Just break his heart. God.
No, I think it'll be like
that was not my theory. Just to put that out there.
Yeah, sure.
You know how they have that they're putting that What If series on Disney Plus, where it's like, what if Peggy Carter got the super serum instead of Cap?
Yeah.
I think
is that a thing?
Yeah, I think it's an animated thing.
Ah, okay.
It might coincide with that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to watch. I don't really care.
Yeah, that'd be good.
If it's not the MCU, I don't really care. To be honest.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest. I haven't really watched. I tried to watch Daredevil.
I liked it a lot.
I just can't get into Daredevil. I don't know what it is, but like
you got to really invest in it. You watch Jessica Jones.
I've heard that's good.
Season 3 is coming.
Okay.
It's really good. It's my favorite.
Did you ever watch any of the other ones? Because like
I watched Luke Cage season 1.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't know. I just struggle with the TV shows because there's just so much more.
Iron Fist is the only shit one.
Oh really?
It's basically like Arrow, but Marvel.
But not Arrow.
And it's
He's got a fist instead of an arrow.
Probably worse. It's probably worse than Arrow's first season.
Luke Cage was decent.
Yeah, Luke Cage was alright.
I watched the first season of Daredevil.
Yeah.
I watched all seasons of Daredevil and I watched the Defenders. I like the Defenders.
Is the Defenders all 4 of them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think Defenders was kind of cool.
Okay.
But Jessica Jones, I think, is by far the best.
It's just, aren't they looking to bring those characters into the MCU at all?
I think they're done with it now. No, because they're all cancelled.
Are they all? No, Netflix cancelled.
Yeah, Netflix cancelled Daredevil, Luke Cage. I think Jessica Jones is going to be cancelled, and Punisher is going to be cancelled. Because apparently what goes on with Netflix is the shows, all the original shows, are only viable for 3 seasons.
Right.
Because after three seasons, it costs so much more money to have the actors stay on and to do the things.
Yeah.
Because obviously they paid on subscription, not on how much money they make from an individual show.
Of course, yeah.
So once it becomes 3 seasons, it's all done. That's why they just cancelled Santa Clarita Diet, even though people love that show. Yeah. It's just kind of what they do.
Do you think that obviously them cancelling all these Marvel shows could have something to do with Disney Plus?
Yeah,
because it's kind of like they all got cancelled and then Disney Plus got released, so they might be making reboots or involving those into
I don't think I don't think they'll do reboots, but it could be
that, or Marvel just said we're gonna charge you a lot more to keep your characters on our like platform.
Yeah,
that could also like so they can take them back.
Yeah,
like they're trying to get Spider-Man back from Sony type of thing.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
But I think that's all the news we have for this week.
Yeah, hopefully next week Brian doesn't come up with a lot of shit that he did this week.
Yeah, so hopefully Brian comes with some viable answers. But what's out this week is the last thing we have before we go. So out this week, Godzilla, Rocketman, the Elton John movie, Aladdin just came out, and X-Men's coming out next week. Are we going to go see any of those? Probably
Aladdin, 100%. I think that's going to be... I can't wait to watch that movie.
Yep.
Same.
I think all the new Disney live-action movies are going to be really good. We got Lion King coming out soon as well. I think that's next month.
July.
Yeah. There wasn't the 4 movies I mentioned, but that's okay.
Anyway.
You're having a great podcast today.
The X-Men movie...
Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, I got no problem. I enjoyed all the X-Men movies, actually. So
but you won't go see it.
I might go see it, yeah.
No, you won't.
I might go see it.
Go see it.
Go see John Wick first.
I probably won't go see Godzilla. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I won't go see Godzilla.
I still haven't seen Detective Pikachu, honestly.
Oh, I still haven't seen that too. I need to see it.
Yeah, I know. It's like maybe we just need to go to movies for a day.
We're gonna keep saying this.
Yeah, and then we're never gonna see it.
Don't expect us to go.
Okay.
If we go, it's a bonus.
You two have exams coming up, so you probably won't go see anything, and that's okay.
Yeah.
People will understand if we don't go see it. We'll just talk about. We'll just like get a spoiler leak, and then we'll just like talk about it.
Yeah.
Depends on the
best way to cover things.
Best way to cover things. Just read the spoilers.
Yeah, I think if I'm gonna watch one of those movies that are out right now, I'm going to go see John Wick 3 first, and then Aladdin.
Or we go watch Endgame again and help them beat the record.
Fine. How far are they off?
They hit 2.685 billion, so they're just under 100 million off. So
I don't know, man.
I don't know if they're gonna beat it.
Like we said, Aladdin and Godzilla this week.
I mean, if they do beat it, they're gonna have to keep it in cinemas for like another month at least.
Well, in another month, Toy Story 4 will hit. I think once they get to Toy Story 4, it'll be over.
Yeah. So they have to leave it in cinemas, but I don't like the chances.
It's gonna be a struggle.
I don't think
it depends. I think it depends on how good Godzilla is. If Godzilla's pretty shit, then it's got a good chance. Aladdin hasn't got great reviews, but because it's a reboot, people will go see it anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it'll pass. To be honest, it's slowing down. It was like 43% down from last weekend.
Yeah, so
we'll see how we go.
I hope so, but
yeah, that's all right. But anyway, that's the end of the podcast this week. If you want to talk to us or just connect with us about anything we spoke about, you can check us out at TRSM Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. This has been Sam, Brian, and Jacob. We hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you guys again next week for week number 3. Have a good one, guys, and we'll see you later. You can't wave. You got to say goodbye.
Bye.